it might be the best thing I've ever tasted. It's a banger. Looking for the best food markets in London, you're in the right spot. Welcome to another G-Dubs vlog. This time, me and the King, aka my girlfriend, for those who need clarifying in the comments. We're back in London for London Food Markets 2.0. We're going back to Borough Market. There's some absolute bangers there. We're going to be taking you through Spitalfields, going to Eataly, and of course we've got a little surprise towards the end, so stick around for that. Still en route to 1,000 subscribers. We both quit our jobs now, so if you could do me a favour, hit the button down below. Without further ado, baby, let's get cooking. Stop number one, we're in Borough Market, one of London's oldest and largest markets. It dates back to the 12th century, over 100 different food outlets. You've got paella places, chocolate strawberries, you've got the delicious black pig, which is what we've gone for here, loads of different cakes, savoury items and everything in between. The last bit of feedback was get close-ups of all the food, so getting on here, we've got crackling, we've got parmesan on top, a silly amount of pork in there, so nice little slaw and radish. Yeah, it's crackling. Let's give it a little taste. This is the upgrade. We got this last time, it was a straight 10 out of 10, but yeah, gone for the crackling on top this time, of course. This is when you need the Bebo one chew and go. Unbelievable. Pork, super tasty. Silly amounts of parmesan. They're not shy on the amount on there. It might be the best thing I've ever tasted. It's a banger. See you for the next one. Stop number two. Obviously, one of the little savoury number is the bones. These little sweet treat to go with it. £4. Nearly got taken out by a pigeon. A little vanilla custard donut. So hopefully it's a banger. Silly amounts of filling in there. It's an absolute joke. Get a close up. Silly amounts of sugar, silly amounts of custard. There's more custard than donut. They're the sort of ratios we're looking for. We're going to let this digest and make our way over to market number two. Cheers now. Stop number two, Spitalfields Market, where the City of London Bank meets the edgy, so-called edgy east side of London. When you say edgy, there's a lot of terrible shops selling some thrift stuff, awful bit of kit. However, what we're here for, some banging food. Lots of different options here, again with like sweet, savoury, the Italian place looked quite flair, like pizzas. We're going to go to Italy after, so we thought we'd hold off on that. We've gone for Mr. Bombay. I would say it's like walking around and looking at the prices, it's a lot more reasonable here in terms of like, we paid £4 for a donut in the last place, it's like £2.50 here. Everything's about £1 or £2 cheaper, and it's a lot quieter. Right near London Bridge, a lot more touristy. It's Borough Market here, a little bit quieter. We've got a full table to ourselves, but let's get into it. Mr. Bombay, we went for the full box, get a close-up. Everything involved in here, £11 for all this. We've got the tandoori chicken, we've got a paneer curry, we've got a chicken curry, there's rice, there's yogurt, there's a little bit of everything in the mixwari, and of course you get a little onion bhaji or samosa. The King opted for the onion bhaji, so we'll let her delve into that one in a second. What to go for first? Try not to take too big a bite, so I'm not chewing for 10 minutes after this one. Chicken curry in the system. That's a huge bite in it. Oh well, we've got to roll with it. Chicken, lovely and tender, nice amount of rice, good amount of spice, not too much. He did say we want loads of chilli sauce put on the top, but we thought, you know what, we'll hold off on this one and get a little close up on the tandoori as well. Tandoori's looking at a top draw. Hopefully it tastes as good. I mean, look at the amount of chicken you get in there. Some places you go, they're skimping out on that. Obviously we've got to make the gains in dry January. If you're only going to get one of these, the chicken one and the tandoori, definitely get the tandoori. We're going to delve into the rest of this, and obviously we'll do a big summary at the end. Might get a little sweet treat in Spitalfields, soon find out. Now, stop number three, had a little coffee in the bones, espresso number 22, would highly recommend. Eataly, there's about 1 million people walking past it, anxiety through the absolute roof. Went for a little pizza slice, feel like El Presidente, get a little close up. Silly amounts of salamis and obviously mozzarella in the mix. We'll go for a little taste test and give you a little talk through of Italy itself. £7 for a little slice. Should wear a mask and a striped jumper, but it does look banging. It's a lot of salami. For me so far, probably the worst thing we've had today. Not bad, but I think with pizzas, I personally am a little bit more minimalistic. Eataly. A food market is at a food court, bit of both. On the downstairs as you go in, you've got kind of like a little cafe area, different place where you get pasta, pizza, and like nice little sandwiches. And then you go upstairs, up like a little escalator, and that's a place where you can get like kind of like fresh produce, things to take home. So it's kind of a bit of both on there. There's loads of kind of like fresh meats, fresh cheeses, and all that good stuff in between. So yeah, if you're going to go one of the three, I think Eataly would probably be the lowest for me, but definitely worth a visit. And yeah, little surprise coming up very shortly. Final frontier, not a food market, however, banging bit of kit. If you search what best thing to do, best place to eat in London, you're going to find this shop. Open since 1855, rebranded by two Israeli brothers in 1987, something around then. Get a close-up hem. So we've got the pickles, the salted beef, the mustard number. Looks like an absolute banger. Close up again. Looks top drawer. We'll give it a little taste test, but just before we do, check the queue out. Absolutely ridiculous. There's about 30-40 people in the queue, and then inside is just as active. There's bagels flying off the bloody line at ridiculous pace, and for a man who loves a bagel, good spot to be in. Taste test for the boys. The mustard, it's the spiciest thing I've ever tasted. Nearly blow my head off. My eyes are watering. The pickle's nice and fruity, brings it back down to earth, but Jesus Christ, you need a few more in there. For that amount of mustard, outrageous bit of kit. But yeah, good day of eating so far. Gonna let this digest, get through it, check a few more places out, and be with you very shortly for the review. Outro time. Another video boxed off, wrapped up. As always, word to the sponsors, Gaz at checkout, 10% off. Get the bats in the bones. Review of the day. Worst place, it was Eataly. It's a nice setting in there, but there's not many options, and the pizza, 2-3 out of 10. Too many things on there. Minimalist pizza all day long. Third place was the bagel shop. Really nice bagel, a little bit too much mustard, a few more pickles would have been way up there. It was a tough fought battle. Me and Emma went back and forth. Third place is the Indian. Silly amounts of food. It was all banging, so we'd definitely recommend that. And first place, as it was last time, definitely get yourself to the Black Pig. The pork in there is unreal, the slaw, the apple, and of course the crackling just elevates it, takes it to the next level. In terms of markets, if you want to go to the biggest one, the one with the most options, the most iconic, go to Borough Market. But if you want to go somewhere a little bit quieter with still loads and loads of food options, I would definitely go to Spitalfields, because there's definitely more, as much going on, but it's not as touristy, it's not as busy, so it kind of depends on what you're looking for. I've got 3 other videos on my channel for London food vlogs. We've done the food tour volume 1, where we went to Camden, Borough Market, Maltby, and where was the other one we went to? I'll put it on the screen now, but they'll all be linked below. We also did Bang Bang Oriental Food Hall, which is in North London. Again, really, really good. I'd definitely check that one out. And if you want to go to Chinatown, again, I've done a separate video on that on the channel. So if you enjoy watching me eat things, check them out down below. And if you want to see anything else, please subscribe to the channel. We're still en route to 1,000 subscribers. And remember, baby, the chef is always cooking.